Two young crabs, both alike in appearance, live in fair Scarborough where we lay our scene. In recent times they have struggled to find love, their senses killed by changes where they live, and now, because of ocean acidification, they leave their homes with much trepidation. So cast your eyes upon this lonely crab pair and delve into their story to see how they fare. Here I live in my rock pool home. I spent all my days just wandering alone. I'm looking for love, or at least a best friend. I'm just plodding around, sad for days on end. Life used to be fun, so my ancestors said, with sights, smells and sounds on this cool ocean bed. With seagulls above, who I'd try to avoid, and buckets and spades held by good girls and boys. But times they have changed, and I'm not too sure why. I can't sense food or girls, and they just pass me by. So I spend my days here feeling sad, all alone, just crabbing around in my dark rockpool home. Aha! Here I am! Look at me, Pirate Dan, whizzing around the rock pools of Scarborough. I wait for no man, go wherever I can, on my ship, the trusty old Barbara. I spend all my days on my big diesel boat, no wind power needed for me. I just sit here and float, and I don't mean to gloat, I'm the canniest pirate you'll see. Here I live in my rock pool home. I spend all my days just wandering alone. I'm looking for love, or at least a best friend. I'm just plodding around, sad for days on end. Living down here used to be so much fun, crabbing around, going out in the sun. I used to go out, sensing smells that would waft, but now I just hide, as my shell feels so soft. Here we have two lonely crabs, looking for love, their lives much too drab. Neither of them know why they live all alone. They want nothing more than to share a crab home. I'm ever so lonely, and I'm lonely too. I spend so much time wondering what I should do. My tummy is hungry, I can't find any food, and I can't find a girl who gets me in the mood to settle down in this rock pool and start a crab family. I'm fed up of being I just want to be we. Unknown to the crabs, they lived right next door, shared adjoining rocks and the same sandy floor. They lived oh so close, just a crab's leg away, but the change in the water made it cloudy and grey. The problem, you see, and the thing that they fear, was the changes that you and me can't see appear. The sea all around was not as it should be, and the changes were great from the last century. Who made their lives so lonely and glum? It's you, Pirate Dan. You act just like a bum. I don't understand. How can that be? How can I change something I simply can't see? Oh, Dan, don't be daft. You know that's not fair. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. I'll never believe it. It's simply not true. These small things that I do make too much CO2. But I'm interested now. Oh, please, tell me more. How does what I do affect things way offshore? It's the diesel you use and the rubbish you throw. You can change both these things. It's quite simple, you know. Use the sails on your boat. You know that's why they're there. So instead of diesel, you can travel with air. And when you're on land and you're charging your phone, unplug that charger when your charging is done. If you're watching TV and then it's time for bed, don't leave it on standby. Turn off properly instead. How can that be? Things are changing so fast at a much quicker rate than they did in the past. It's the cars on the road and the planes way up there and the boats on the water, they all pollute the air, which changes the clouds that are high in the sky and then changes the ocean that can cause things to die. That's right, Dan. You've got it. You understand, and that's fab. But I must do something now to help Henry the crab. The big change will be slow, but we could do something fast and bring Cynthia to Henry and make a love that will last. I love that idea, and I'll do what I can. I'll bring love to these crabs, or I'm not Pirate Dan. Dan popped down to the rock pool and used wind and not fuel. He brought Cynthia to Henry, and they thought it was cool that they had met each other after such a long time. I'm so glad that I'm yours, and I'm glad that you're mine. And I'm glad I could help and see the error of my ways, and I'll change all my actions for the rest of my days. Thank you, Dan, for my life is complete. I've the girl of my dreams, and we can find food to eat. So now we come to our story's end. Henry and Cynthia are the best of friends. And all I can ask is that you think of our tale and make a small change so our plight doesn't fail. I don't expect everyone to change every small thing. Just make one tiny change that's enough of a win.